What is good, y'all? What is good? What is good? Appreciate everybody for tapping in, everybody for waiting on me. Major love to everybody on the tap in tonight. Late night podcast. We're just coming off the lightly seasoned episode. New podcast with my guys Clark and Mark. Let me get on my sound quality and everything situated here, you guys, as we get the show going. Yep, that's right. Let me get everything situated. Get everything popping over here on my IG story. Just want to make sure everything is rolling. We got some exclusive shit to talk about tonight, you guys. We got some exclusive shit to talk about tonight. What is going on? Chase Moolah, what is up? Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Major love to everybody tapping in. I got a new rolling board. Got this new rolling board. This joint is lit right here. This joint is lit right here, you guys. It's a multiple color joint. There we go. Shit lights up and stuff. This is what I'm going to be rolling on tonight as we get started with this live show. Let me see. Hold on. It's more like a glow in the dark. It's like a light up in the dark one. So you got different colors and shit. There's a grinder on that and everything. I picked up some new good. What up? We got Atlanta in the building. Liddell was first. I seen you. What up, Whiskey to Don? What up? What up, C? Appreciate you for tapping in. Got a few topics to speak on tonight. You guys. I'm excited about the live podcast. We're just coming off the lightly seasoned podcast. So we got some shit to talk about tonight, though. We got Atlanta in here. What's up? Everybody up in here tonight. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm going to get something twisted up to get the show started off right. I got some Drunken Monkey. This is what I'm on tonight. Make sure y'all put it in the chat what you're smoking. Put it in the chat what you're smoking, you guys. Put that shit in the chat what you're smoking. You heard? Everybody let me know what you're blazing on tonight. Let me know how you're doing, man. We got an epic show for tonight. A couple different topics to speak on. Actually, 3 topics to speak on tonight. That's right, 3 topics to speak on. So it's going to be lit tonight. I'm about to roll up, get things started. I got my Dutches on deck. Be sure to share this video. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let me get something twisted up for tonight's show, you guys. Let me get something twisted up for tonight's show. Let me see how this works right here. Oh, I don't like how that works. I do not like how that works. I'll tell you that much. I do not like how that breaks up my bud. What is going on, you guys? Appreciate everybody tapping in. We got an epic live video to go over tonight. Wack 100 exposing some more information that you may or may not have known. I would have to say you didn't know it. We're going to get into it tonight. Wack 100 exposing some information about Big U I don't think you really knew. Big U actually had a conversation with the Lobby Boyz that I found pretty interesting. We're going to go over tonight as well. So we got a few things we got to tap in on, man. Make sure you share this video. Everybody go ahead and share this video. Make sure you hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button and hit up in the chat. Let me know what you're up to tonight. Let me know what you're blazing on. Hope y'all are ready for this live video. I'm about to get something rolled up. Damn, that's a definite grinder, but I'm not really feeling it. I don't like how it breaks my butt up. That thin. Like, that's way too much. That's way too much. I don't need my bud broken up like that. What is going on, though? I hope everybody's having a dope night. Hope everybody's getting started right. Let me know in the chat what you're blazing. Let me know in the chat what you're smoking. That's how we get these shows started off. What are you blazing on tonight, guys? What's everybody smoking? What is everybody smoking on tonight? How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling? I'm about to get twisted up so we can get on to an epic show. Got an epic show for you guys tonight. About to get one of these Dutches twisted. About to get this Dutch twisted up, you guys. My guy got that Pineapple Express on deck. Pineapple Express on deck. All right, I see you, bro. Pineapple Express. All right. I smoked that a few times. I'm up on that Douce tonight. Y'all know I'm on the Douce tonight. We on the Douce heavy tonight. And this Drunken Monkey is what it's called, you guys. Drunken Monkey. Pretty cool strand, I'm not going to lie. I'm not disappointed with it. I'm not disappointed with it. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We got an epic video for you tonight. Got an epic video for you tonight, you guys. We got an epic video. So I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Get ready for an exclusive experience tonight on the podcast. Get ready for an exclusive experience tonight on the podcast, you guys. We're going to be going over a whole lot. Cassidy and Jay Hood. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that these two would go at it like this? But apparently they've got a little bit more history than we know. Apparently they have a little bit more history than we know, you guys. Cassidy and Jay Hood, they've appeared on albums together. They've actually rapped alongside one another. But now Cassidy is sort of revealing how he felt about Jay Hood back then. Okay. I see you. Where that za at? You know, I got that za right over here, smoking on some of that Drunken Monkey. About to get this rolled up. Man, why am I always having issues with my lighter when I'm on the stream? That's not wavy to have issues with your lighter while you're on the stream. Definitely not wavy. What up, Chase? What up, Chase? What up, James? Appreciate you. We got Buffalo in the building tonight. I'm rolling something up. We're about to get started on the stream in just a minute. About to get started on the stream in just a minute, you guys. But I'm rolling up. Hope y'all is smoking good tonight. Hope y'all is enjoying the night. We got some epic shit to talk about. Wack 100 going back in on Big U. Wack 100 going in on Big U. J Hood and Cassidy going at it. Whole bunch of different topics to speak on tonight, you guys. I get rolled up so I'm situated for the blog. You know, I got my weed and I got my Red Bull on deck. Dallas in the building. What up, Dallas? Appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody share this video. Everybody share this video. We're going to get started in a minute. We're going to get started in a minute, you guys. Everybody go ahead and share this video and continue to get your L's rolled up for the start of the video. That's what we got. Gemini's in the building. Gemini's in the building. That's right. My birthday's coming up June 11th. I'm a Gemini. I'm about to scare all the industry women away. They're like, oh, Mikey T's a Gemini. We out of here. We got Milwaukee up in here. Yep, that's what you do when you come in the building. You let me know what city you're tapping in from. You let me know what strain you're blazing. You let me know what strain you're blazing, you guys. LaShawn, what up? Rough Buff up in here. Salute my guy, Benny the Butcher. He got voted last night the best feature on the Lobby Boyz debut album. Yep, that's right. Facts, man. Facts, man. People need to respect Nip. 100% facts. Right now, I'm smoking on some of this right here. It's called this Drunken Monkey. Everybody wants to know what I'm smoking. This is what I'm blazing right now, you guys. Y'all know I'm smoking good. Let me know what y'all smoking as well. We got Nebraska up in here. What up, Nebraska? Rico, what's poppin' with you, G's? LaShawn, you heard of that? Oh, you talking about the Benny the Butcher joint. Yep. Benny the Butcher definitely had the hottest joint, the hottest feature on the Lobby Boyz album, as voted in the chat. The chat voted it. The chat actually voted that one the hottest one. So, you know what I mean? What am I going to say? What am I going to say? The chat voted it, you guys. Where's my lighter? I know I was just lighting up 1 second ago. Everybody, be entertained by that Bel Air Blue, the hottest shit on the market. All right, so let's do it. So let's do it. So let's do it, man. What up, what up, what up, Dayron? We got Zone 6 Atlanta, Hot Atlanta up in here. Major respect to Hot Atlanta. Zone 6. Yeah, man, I did an interview with Young LA. He told me all about the zones and shit like that. He actually told me all about the zones. I actually did a whole review. of the album last night. Hold on 1 second. We got issues here. We got major issues. I got to open this blunt while it's going. And save it. No, I have not smoked the Butcher Breath. I have not smoked the Butcher Breath from Benny the Butcher. I would love to smoke it due to the fact that it has peanut butter breath in it from what I was hearing. And I've never really got my hands on some good ass peanut butter. So I'd like to smoke that Butcher Breath. And Jim Jones, I'm not sure what his strain is. Didn't he have some other shit he was doing a few years ago? Hell yeah. Irish Cannonball is definitely a good strain. Let me ask you, did you get one that was about 25% or did you go for the 22, 23%? Everybody share this video. We got a bunch of topics to go over tonight. J Hood and Cassidy, two of the best in the game. Could we see a potential battle happen between these guys? Are we going to see J Hood step out from behind the painter's canvas and onto that URL stage? I would like to see it. J Hood has proven that he has many talents when it comes to the arts of entertainment, painting, drawing, jumping on YouTube and creating his own YouTube channel. J Hood is on his shit. Cassidy is actually probably doing the best he's ever done since the days of Hotel, since the days of I'm a Hustler, B-Boy Stance, since the days of My Drink and My Two-Step. Cassidy is back at his height right now. So it would arguably be a good battle. It would arguably be an interesting battle to see these two guys step on the stage. And another thing, you guys, is that they have history. Cassidy and J Hood actually have history that goes back to the beginning of Cassidy's career. J Hood has been in that kitchen, Clarissa, keeping it 55th. That's all we're doing on this channel, you guys. Shout out to my bro Dirk. You know we 300, but we keeping it 55th. And I'm not talking about all that other shit. Wow. Actually, that's right. Everybody share this video. We got some hot topics to speak on tonight. We got some epic topics to speak on tonight. Got to speak on Crip Mac going in on Milk 74. MilkTV got it. Crip Mac went in on him, but Milk had a few things to say. I'm going to go over all that tonight, you guys. Got three amazing topics to go over tonight, you guys, plus all the interaction from everybody in the live chat. If you want to talk about something outside of our main topics, just send in a super chat and I will answer any questions that you guys have. Definitely appreciate everybody sharing this video on their various forms of social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you do. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, you guys. Well, whatever you do to support the channel, it's definitely appreciated. Let's see what we got here, man. Wack 100 spoke on Big U. He brought up a role on a television show or a movie or a documentary or something along those lines. I'm not all too sure what role Wack 100 is talking about. He mentioned the fact that he had been offered this role for over 18 months. And I think we all remember that Wack 100 actually said he had not really spoke with Big U in 18 months. So I guess we're digging back into the far history of Big U and Wack 100's relationship with this one. Now, we're not digging back as far as we went yesterday when 50 Cent pretty much put the Game's relationship with Dr. Dre on blast. We're not digging back that far. We're not going back to 2005, but we're actually digging back to the point. Oh, damn. My bad, guys. I just got taken away from that. 28% THC. I like it. I like it a lot. J Hood under the D Block umbrella got him seasoned. I like Cassidy, but he's stuck in the early 2000s flow. I'm going to put the poll up in here. I'm going to put the poll up. I'm putting the poll up, you guys. Who do you have as the better artist? Cassidy or J Hood? Both these two had quite a few things to say about each other. Cassidy actually did an interview. J Hood made a blog and responded to it. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. You know, MilkTV, Milk74, however you want to respond, refer to him. He actually did an interview on Say Cheese, and Crip Mac had actually responded to actually the notion that he would remove the tattoos. Crip Mac, C Mac, you know what I mean? A guy who I became familiar with through China Mac. You know, China Mac actually did some very viral content with him, and they've still gone on to make a lot of content together. So that's kind of how I became familiar with C Mac. Now, C Mac has been actually getting tangled up with a lot of different people in the industry. You know, he's been getting tangled up with a lot of different people in the industry. They're kind of saying things like, is C-Mac going to step in that celebrity boxing ring? They're also talking about the management. C-Mac's management taking advantage of him, using him not having the right management in general to house the celebrity that he is becoming. All of these factors are taking a toll on C-Mac's career right now. Now, if you could see, some people can see it from the outside looking in. Others, they just feed into it. You know what I mean? He's got his increments right now. C-Mac is doing his thing right now. But the fact of the matter is, he's on his way to becoming a big star, and he needs to have the right management around him. Okay. My guy, Philadelphia Eagles, said he's on that wedding cake tonight. Everybody go ahead and share this video. Everybody go ahead and share this video. We got a lot of shit to talk about tonight. Man. Whole lot of shit. Hit that like button as well if you support the channel. Hit that like button right now. We only got 21 likes in there. Let's bring that shit up right now. Show me some love. I'm about to smoke, and I want y'all to hit that like button. I want everybody to light up what you're lighting. Blunt, joint, bowl, bong, vaporizer. You know what I'm saying? Any of them joints y'all got? Rig. And hit that like button right now. Show me that you support the channel. Well, it goes into everything, man. It goes into everything. Who do y'all got? Who's got the better bars? Who's got the better bars, you guys? Who's got the better style overall? Whose career? I mean, you could play into some things, like you could say J Hood has better bars. You could say I really enjoyed Cassidy's career more though. So, but you got to just figure that in your head. Vote in the chat. What's up, Queen? Appreciate you for tapping in. Everything's good on this side. You know, we just got some shit to report tonight. Regular shit. Smoking up some good. You know what I mean? Smoking up some big chronic. You know how I do. We're about to get into the crazy news, though. Nah, man, it's all good, man. Hey, keep going. Hell yeah. Um, my guy in the building. What's up? Cassidy, better bars and better artists. Yeah, it's everybody's opinion. Everybody's opinion matters. You've got the chance to vote in the poll right now. You know what I mean? You've got the chance. You've got the chance to vote in the poll right now, you guys. Thank you, man. I appreciate you actually tuning into the content on a significant basis, man. That's love right there. That's love. Yeah, so Big U had a conversation with the Lobby Boys. Big U had a conversation with the Lobby Boys. Wack 100 actually was, I guess, on Clubhouse again, going off on Big U. A few days later, he was going off on Big U, talking about a role. I guess that's where we're going to start this whole thing out. We're going to start this whole thing out about the role that Wack 100 allegedly got Big U. Noriel Cortez says, Cass just got bars over the head type shit in comparison to J Hood, who has. Send your next chat in. What up, Plasma? XL, what up with you, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in. What up? What up? What up? My Mac Nation. What up with you, man? Smoking on that drunken monkey tonight. Hip hop mentor says Cassidy was an artist and more. J Hood, I heard him and then I didn't hear him again. Yeah, man, that's an interesting comparison right there between those two. You know what I mean? Cassidy obviously got more of the career to actually release various albums, but that's not to say that J Hood hasn't released a shitload of independent projects, mixtape projects. You know what I mean? J Hood has a lot of material out there. What up, AWAX? What's up with you, man? Thugs and Rosen says J Hood could have been a bigger artist, but he thought he was bigger than D Block in its entirety and started dissing. Bad move. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, Black Boy? What it do, Mikey T? Cashville 615. Smoking with you. What up with you, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in all the way from Cashville, Tennessee. Cashville, baby. What's up with you? Major love to everybody for tapping in from Cashville. Hey, Wack, you smoking on some animal cookies, sipping on some Henny. Okay, I feel you. I'm right with you. I got some Douce on me tonight. I'm smoking on some Douce tonight. And I got a few L's, so I'm set tonight. Let me see right here. So Wack 100 spoke on Big U. Wack 100 spoke on Big U, right, you guys? So Wack is like, if you really look at it and break it down, he has made a career out of standing at the side of people, not doing shit. He's saying pretty much that Big U hasn't really done much aside from stand next to another man. Kind of take the glory of another man is what Wack 100 is alleging here. I mean, the same guy who the world knows, the whole world looks at Wack 100 like he's the guy who stands next to the game. You know what I mean? That's how the whole world kind of sees that situation. The whole world kind of sees that situation like Wack 100 is the guy that stands next to the game. Outside of Wack 100 starting up with all the clubhouse controversy as of late. So Wack is like, the spot he had on the TV shit, that was my spot. I gave him that spot. They begged me to do it for 18 months. I'm like, nah, I'm not telling my life story like that. I'm going to do something different. Interesting. Wack 100 doesn't want to tell his life story. So he's going to give that opportunity to Big U. I mean, shit, I've given away things in my career, in my life, but the opportunity to tell my life story on a national platform, you know what I mean? The opportunity to actually tell my story on a national platform, whether it's television, whether it's a film, whether it's a documentary, and you're just going to turn that up. That really doesn't make too much sense to me when we're talking about Wack 100. Other than the fact that Wack is maybe more so concerned with building his current reputation. You know what I mean? If Wack 100 is more concerned with actually building up himself at this point rather than trying to work on a lot of content that's not really there. You know what I mean? At this point in time, I mean, he's really known for Ray J, The Game, the Cash Money West. Maybe the story isn't fully there yet. And it's not time for Wack 100 to actually write his memoir, if you will. So Wack said they begged me for 18 months. You got the part because I refused to do it. There's no artists. He brought Nipsey to the table. We did for him, for Nipsey, but Nipsey broke off in the first 22 days. He got his deal and Nipsey fired him. Nipsey built, and once he was there, and it was on them, he didn't do that. I couldn't really understand what Wack was saying there. I tried to piece it together as well that I could, but I got it here. He said that that he brought Nipsey to the table and we did for him. But Nipsey broke off in the first 22 days. And in under a month, this situation apparently, this situation that we're hearing about, you know what I mean? This situation about Nipsey Hussle and Big U that we're all hearing about. Their relationship broke up after a mere 22 days, you guys. What's up? Yeah, we're talking real shit. Talking that real shit. Everybody share this video. Thank you for tapping in. He said Nipsey broke off from Big U, as well as him, in the first 22 days. He got his deal and Nipsey fired him. Wack said they call him Jim Bob. He came to me for 18 months to do that. Now, like I said, I don't really know what role they're talking about. I don't know what movie they're talking about when it comes to hip hop. If anybody out there has actually seen the show, the documentary, the television, I guess he said it was a TV thing. If anybody has actually seen the TV thing with Big U, I really wanted to go look it up. You know what I mean? But in reality, I'm kind of reading into a little bit more of Big U's conversation with the Lobby Boyz that he had recently. I'm reading into that a little bit more than reading into Wack 100 bringing up this whole bullshit about a TV show. You know what I mean? That's apparently has been, he turned it down 18 months ago. He was telling him for the last 18 months that he didn't want to do the show. And now all of a sudden, Wack 100 is going to bring it up. You know what I mean? He didn't bring it up in the past, but now we're getting more pieces to the puzzle. Now we're getting more pieces to the puzzle of Wack 100 and Big U's relationship. I mean, I would be a little bit salty as well if I turned down a major opportunity to tell my life story on national TV. But, you know, like I was saying, maybe Wack 100 is kind of feeling like his life story isn't all the way there. So Wack is like they call him Jim Bob. He came to me for 18 months to do that part. I wouldn't do it. He was calling me. He was calling the homies and all kinds of shit to get me to do that. I know what's what ain't what, and all that kind of shit. So Wack is pretty much saying, like, you know what I mean? Kind of like in those movies, let's say one of the, like that Robert De Niro Analyze This, Analyze That movie. They actually hired Robert De Niro's character, who was like playing a mobster, to actually look over the scripts of their mobster films. Like he was, you know, he was making sure everything was good to go on it. Now, I don't know if Wack was doing that type of thing, like pretty much moderating what was going on in the scripts and the writings. I think he was really just going there for a certain role on the A&E special. I don't know what network they're going to have air this shit. Bravo, VH1, A&E would be dope if they did some hip hop shit. Don't know if they'll do that. I know they're doing a lot of stuff with wrestling now, so I could see some music history getting involved over there. So Wack is like, now the rest of the world, I'm going to be real. Everybody needs to hear this. Until you have a personal dealing with an individual, stop giving dudes titles. Stop giving dudes titles and what they ain't and all what other kind of shit. Wack is saying stop giving dudes titles. Wack went on, now the rest of the world, I'm going to be real. Everybody needs to hear this. Until you have a personal dealing with an individual, stop giving dudes titles and giving dudes all this shit, all this and that based upon what you hear people is saying. I'm not sure if that was a shot at Reek. I'm not sure if that was a shot at Reek right there, but it kind of reminded me back to like how Wack was saying to Reek, you know, you wanted to start the podcast and all that. You wanted to start the podcast, this, that, and the third. I don't think he was talking about Reek, but you know what, man? He's doing a hell of a job promoting that guy. So I think he does want to talk about Reek, because the more Wack talks about Reek, the more the general public talks about Reek. And as soon as he realizes that, and he's okay, like I told him when he was popped in here on one of my lives, as long as he's okay with seeing his names all over the blogs, as long as he can ignore it, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of other people out there that can ignore it. I need everybody to share this video. I need everybody to share this video, you guys. That's right. Share this video. Wack explained why. Because he explained why. That, you know what I mean? You shouldn't really judge somebody based on what you heard somebody else say about them. Because every time you hear that shit, they're not always going to live up to the expectation that they're expected to uphold. Wack explained why, though, you guys. Because them very same people, pretty simple, you guys. Them very same, he said, them very same people, they may be coward weirdos who are giving someone credit that doesn't deserve it. Dudes will pump someone's name off of what they think. Dudes will pump people's name off of what they think they know. Nah, Wack said, nah. I'm not pumping someone's name if I don't know you. If I don't know you, I don't know you because I don't know some of the dudes that I done met that I heard all this about, and they're straight weird, straight cowards, broke as a mother. I'd be like, that's the dude. I'd be like, that's the dude. And they'd be like, yeah, Wack, he's just really talking about all that old shit. Wack said, I done seen it too many times. Some people actually said, someone in the clubhouse said, some live off of that currency. They live off of their old videos. You know what I mean? They live off of their old situations that happened back in the hood. If they got one of them viral moments circulating on the internet, they're going to live off of that shit. Can I live? Can I live? Bro, I didn't really think he was talking about Reek. I was just saying that. I don't think he's really running around talking about Reek like that, man. From what I hear, he actually promoted him to A&R. From what I hear. That's right. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. We got some dope topics. Wack said it ain't even currency. They don't even be having it. And Wack said a very major thing that I think is pretty predominant today, you guys, when it comes to a lot of the old rappers. When it comes to a lot of the older rappers who are still in the clubs, still spending all that money. And it's like, yo, y'all really spending that money? Or are you standing next to the guy spending all that money? A lot of the times in this industry, the rappers will you know what I mean? They'll get near a guy. I hope I'm not exposing anything here. I think this is something that's pretty well known. A lot of rappers will actually get near a guy who's got all the bread, so they can kind of still appear as though they got it like that. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, their dude is the one ordering 12 bottles of rosé. They're there posted up. Their dude is the one tipping the girls, bringing the bottles of rosé, $50 a piece. You know what I mean? When back in the day, it would be the major rapper tipping the waitresses that are bringing your bottles and shit like that. You know what I mean? They'll all pull up to Fountain Blue for the week. You'll be standing by the big homie, like the dude at the concierge desk will be like looking at the rapper like, how you doing, sir? Is it going to be cash or credit? And then the rapper will be like, and then the big homie will be just taking care of all that. Oh, we're going to go out and do the bikes and all that shit. Oh, you know we're going to go out and do the bikes and all that shit, man. I'm going to need my Instagram ops. I'm going to need my Instagram opportunities. What do you mean? What do you mean we're going to do the bikes? We're staying at the Fontainebleau for a week. We're definitely doing the bikes, man. Doing the bikes and the jet skis. We're doing Club Live probably twice. We're staying in until Sunday, leaving next Monday. We're doing Club Live twice. Taking advantage of this shit every opportunity I could get. But yeah, no, that's just sort of how some of the rap shit goes, man. That's just sort of how some of the rap shit goes, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that, though, man. A lot of times that guy footing the bill for a lot of that shit, he's the next upcoming rapper as well. Or maybe he's trying to put his friend on. So let me see here. So Wack explained this really well, though, you guys. He said it ain't even the currency. They don't even be having it. It's the dudes that had a Benz 9 years ago and a Rolex and was at the right party, standing at the section with the other dude buying all the bottles. And the dudes thought it was him. And 9 years later, they're still riding off that. They're still riding off that same shit. Looking at him the same. He over there like he messed up in a Honda Civic at his uncle's house, is what Wack said. Wack has seen that a few times, I assume. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, he said a couple times that he actually put Suge Knight up in a hotel. I think it was the Holiday Inn or the Best Western, though. You know what I mean? Actually, I think he said the Marriott. You know what I mean? I think he actually said the Marriott. But then he said some other shit. So Big U had done an interview with Jim Jones and Mano where he seemed to briefly mention Wack 100. He seemed to briefly mention Wack 100 at the end of the interview, but there's a portion of the interview that he did with him that I want to go over where they pretty much explain what it's like to be a lobby boy, what it means to be a lobby boy. I thought it was dope that Big U actually, you know, Big U is that guy who kind of gets rappers to come out of their shell a little bit. A lot of the times rappers like actually it's like Sway back in the day. Rappers feel comfortable talking to Big U. You know what I mean? So when he actually gets the chance to speak with some of these rappers, we get the chance to hear some details, you know what I mean, that can help us when we listen to the music. So I wanted to speak about that, but also there's a portion at the end of the interview where it seems like they're referring to Big U, you know, his relationship with Wack 100. I didn't catch that at first. You know what I'm saying? I didn't catch that at first. So I want to briefly go over this just because of the fact that I did a Lobby Boyz album review yesterday. They had so many A-list features on that album, you guys. You know what I mean? They had so many A-list features on there from Fab to Young Blue. You know what I mean? And then they featured so many classic samples that just kind of touched me. You know what I mean? They kind of touched me from like the way that I grew up. You know what I mean? It kind of threw me back. It was kind of like a classic throwback for a lot of the joints that they were rapping over. You know, it took me back to what I had heard when I was younger and shit like that. The music I was catching up on, you know, so it was dope to see them do that. Mano and Jim Jones, they definitely kicked off the Lobby Boyz album series in the right way. And they did a shitload of interviews, and Big U was actually one of the people that they interviewed with. Like I said, Jim Jones and Mano, they're doing a major, or they were doing a major promo run. I imagine they still are, to promote their supergroup album, The Lobby Boyz. They did interviews with everyone from Big U to Doggy Diamonds. Now, I want to tap in on this conversation that they had with Big U because, you know, Big U had several things to say to Mano and Jim Jones. But like I said, the portion that I really want to tap in on is the portion that deals with actually what it means to be a lobby boy. So Big U is like the real NYC is here. Big U is like, y'all are promoting that thing, the Lobby Boyz. And Big U asked, what's the Lobby Boyz? Mano's like, the Lobby Boyz, you know, we came from the struggle. We came from the pain, that pain. You know what it is. It ain't no different. We coming from Bed-Stuy, Harlem. We coming from South Central. We hopped off the porch. We stood in front of our buildings. We congregated as young black men. We felt some of the same pain and the same struggles. We watched friends fall victim. Very strong words here from Mano, you guys. You know what I mean? It was good to hear Mano speak out like this, and especially great to hear Mano, you know what I mean, shine on this Lobby Boyz album, man. Like I said, it's kind of the best light that I've seen Mano in, and I'm even referring to, you know, the beginning of his career with High Hater. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the early points of his career in comparison to this, I got to say, I'm enjoying the Lobby Boyz run a little bit more. Taking a look at Mano's Instagram page and the videos, I got to say, it looks like Mano is having one of the most fun parts of his career, running around with Jim Jones. They've got a real buzz out there right now. I'm really anticipated to see the numbers that come out for this album, but we can already tell based on the fact that Young M.A. and Fab and Dave East and Benny the Butcher all jumped on the album that they've got something special here, you guys. And they've got something special here. So Mano was like, we fell victim, so to speak, but we figured it out. That's what coming from the lobby is all about. The fact that we was able to figure out where we came from and to inspire and motivate, because it's not about where we standing at today, but how far we came. Those are inspiring words right there from Mano. And I was actually at one of the parties that Mano had at Pyramid in New York, you know, and I saw Mano popping champagne when he actually came home. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had the lighthearted music, the club, the boppy music, the High Hater, the John McCain. But I'm just saying, I'm listening to this album with my guys, and I'm kind of feeling like this is one of the best lights that we got to see Mano in thus far in his career. And I want to see where else the Lobby Boyz go with this. Mano said, we are leading by example. Now, Jim Jones chimed into the conversation as well. I need everybody to share this video. Let them know Mikey T, the movie star, is in here, and we got a lot of live topics tonight. Jim Jones said the unity is one of the most important attributes to this whole thing that we came together to start to do as far as the Lobby Boyz. We forged a friendship a long time ago. This is something that we wanted to do for a long time. This is something we wanted to do a long time ago. But the time just presented itself. But above all, every year our friendship got stronger. So the timing was perfect right now. And we've got some real heat on here. That's dope right there. When an album can organically happen. Now, obviously, Jim Jones and Mano met each other a number of years ago, but they were tied up with different albums. They were tied up with different labels. They couldn't just get out of it. We've talked about situations like that before. Ja Rule being signed with TVT and then getting the major deal with Def Jam. Def Jam didn't want to hear about Ja Rule going back to record with Chris Black in 01. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Different aspects like that, you guys, with this whole situation. Jim Jones was releasing Ballin'. Sony did not want to hear about Jim Jones doing a collaboration project with Mano. What? You just released Ballin', and now you want to do a collaboration project? No, that's not happening. There's so many different ways. So now you want to do a collaboration project with Mano, who are not even really sure if he's going to emerge as an artist that's going to stand the test of time. This is what the labels could have been saying to Jim Jones. If Jim Jones even offered that as an option. Now, Jones was an executive, you guys. Now, Jones was an executive. Now, like, how major that would that have been if Jim Jones actually had his follow-up to the Hustler's Poem, Stack Bundles' debut album, Max B's debut album, and then if somehow they could have worked it out with the label that was working with Mano. Somebody look it up for me right now. The year that If Tomorrow Comes dropped and what label it dropped on. Now, if they could have worked it out to drop a follow-up album from Mano on the label that Jim Jones was a Sony exec on, that would have been major. Because look at the number of releases Jones would have had that year. He would have had his follow-up album from Ballin', Max B's debut, Stack Bundles' debut, and then he would have had the debut. Then he would have had a group album with Mano. Like, he could have did all that shit, you guys, and he would have had a major career as that executive. But what did he do? Like, this is no hate towards Jim Jones, but Jim Jones actually put Wack 100 apparently in a position when he's got a guy like me in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Major love to Jim Jones. A lot of people just don't want to give me a chance in the industry and shit like that, but they'd rather give somebody a chance that's going to end up talking shit on them. You know what I mean? All over their clubhouse and all over their different podcasts and shit like that. You know, but yeah, no, I'm just saying, but that's in the past, you guys. We can't go back and change time. That's one thing. We can't go back and change time as to what happened. You know, it's just good to see dudes are pressing on and dudes are actually getting in tune with what they wanted to do in the past. Like Jones is saying here, he said, we forged a friendship, talking about him and Mano a long time ago. This is something that we wanted to do a long time ago, but the time just presented itself. But above all, every year our friendship got stronger, which is good because that means we're going to get a stronger album. The fact that these two are more comfortable around each other, the fact that these guys are, you know, now getting the opportunity to record around each other a lot more. So they're perfecting the sound before actually just, you know, sometimes a feature will happen and you're not necessarily going to get a chance to build with the other artist. So the timing was perfect right now, and we got some real heat on there. I want to see what happens with the Lobby Boyz sales. I want to see how they continue to release all the videos. I heard Jim Jones talking to Big U. He was saying they're planning on releasing another 4 videos. They were saying they want to do 8 videos in total off of the Lobby Boyz album, and they were actually saying that Big U could participate in one of the videos. Possibly the Life of a Lobby Boy. Iceberg, I know you're in the chat. Is Life of a Lobby Boy the one that features Trav? Because I thought that was a pretty dope hook by Trav, man. They really need to get going on Trav's project. I want to see Trav do some work. You know what I'm saying? But Big U jumping in one of the videos will be epic. I'm sure that had to really poke Wack 100. But Wack 100 is now saying that Wack 100, you guys, is now saying that basically he got Big U a role on a TV show that actually was going to depict his life. So Big U is like, I see you got the young fella on there, Fabio Foreign. That's right, Slide. The young hot kid. Where's he from? Mano's like, that right there, that's the boy right there. He's from Brooklyn. Big U is like, can I get the list of who's on there? Or is it going to be a surprise? Big U is asking him. So let's see who they gave him. Mano's like, we got Fabio, Young Blue, Fab. So looking at it in hindsight, in retrospect, they didn't cap. They didn't cap on Big U. They told him all the big features right there. Fabio, obviously, it was known. They got Young Blue on Babysitter. They got Fab on No Bobby V. I'm still waiting for never mind. I'm just kidding. I'm not waiting for anybody to make a diss song called No Mikey T. Jim Jones brought it up. Young M.A., Styles P, Benny the Butcher. Young M.A., Styles P, Benny the Butcher. Wow. Those features are epic, you guys. No cap. Let me take a look at the poll. Who do you got as the better artist? Cassidy right now is dominating this poll, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Let's get this guy. Let's see if we can get our guy, Milk. Let's see if we can get Milk to tap in. Let's go, Cass. Let's go, Cass. Everybody vote in the poll right now if you haven't. Let's go. Tap in, Milk. Let's go. Tap in, Milk. You can tap in on Say Cheese, so you can come tap in on Mikey T. I've been around. So come tap in on my channel if that's you, Milk. Because we got to address this situation with C-Mac. That's my second topic. We're about to get into it. So go get your set right. You know what I mean? Get the lighting all up on the balcony and shit like that. Make sure you got the city propped up behind you or the other building, whatever the view is. And let's get it. Let's go, Milk. The challenge is out there. I'm going to post it in the... I don't got nothing pinned yet. I'm going to pin it. What up, Mac? What's up, Mac? What's up, y'all? If Milk's got something to say, he can log in. He can log into the video and we can have this debate. But actually, I don't even think that's really Milk, to be honest with you guys. So we're going to move on. But I got it pinned up. If that is him. Let me see. So at the tail end of the conversation with Big U, Jim Jones, and Mano, Big U said to Mano, he said, I got one regret in the world. Big U said, I regret that I made bad choices in choosing certain people. I'm kind of wondering, you guys, is he talking about Wack? We've heard Wack 100 diss both members of the Lobby Boyz. We've heard Wack 100 diss Mano. We've heard him diss Jim Jones. Mano says this in regard to that. Mano said this in regard to that comment. You know, because Mano had said in a very public statement, he's like, yo, man, if it's not conducive to what I'm doing, if it's not in a positive light, please don't bring that shit to me. Mano's like, you know, sometimes we got to step in shit to learn. Now, if he was talking about like any other situation, you guys, I would say, yo, that's a relationship advice. If that, I would say, you know what I mean? I would say that's just some general advice. But the way Mano is saying, sometimes we got to step in shit to learn, that sounds like a sub, you guys. That sounds like a sub to Wack 100. Hold on 1 sec. Well, what are you doing? Bro, that's not for you to tap in, jeez. The hell are you doing? That is for Milk to tap in. The only person that is tapping into the stream is Milk. Where are you at, Milk? We're about to go over the Crip Mac topic. So, Big U's like, I'm going to have to accept that. Jim Jones is like, you didn't do nothing wrong. Jim Jones basically gave Big U the okay. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones let Big U know you didn't do nothing wrong. Just because of Big U's past relationship, his past friendship, whatever it was, you guys. Just because of his past friendship, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that these guys are going to judge him based on that, which is something that I really respect from Mano and Jim Jones. Why? Because back in the day, these guys more than likely probably wouldn't have done the interview. Back in the day, these guys may have been on their high horse, but back in the day, Zoom didn't exist. Sorry, you guys. I was just posting a poll. I was just actually posting a poll in my on my YouTube. I was just posting a who's the better hip hop influencer poll. I'm about to ask y'all another poll. We're about to do a poll in here. Who do y'all got? I want to know who's back do y'all got in this one. Let me see what we got next. Oh yeah, Milk74, MilkTV versus Crip Mac up next, you guys. What up? What up? What up? Cuts by the Bay. Salute to you for tapping in, bro. Yeah, man. Let's go. Everybody vote in the poll right now. Who is more sturdy in these YouTube streets? Who's more sturdy? Who's more sturdy in these YouTube streets? So listen, Milk did an interview. Milk was actually on Say Cheese. He was speaking on Crip Mac. See Mac. That's the new guy who's pretty much the hot topic. It looks like MilkTV has actually been looking for somebody to actually, engage with on YouTube. So Crip Mac actually released a song called Sour Milk. Milk was like, MilkTV responded to the song. He's like, that's trash. I'm not even hating. His music is trash. If I wasn't his enemy, his shit is still trash. Now, Sean Cotton, I do not believe actually confirmed or agreed. Actually did not confirm or agree that Crip Mac song Sour Milk. You can check it out. I guess it's a Milk diss, MilkTV, Milk74 diss. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's a diss on MilkTV, you guys. And well, I guess, it's called Sour Milk, so it's kind of right in the track title. So Milk is like, he claims to be active, but he doing all this weird shit on YouTube with these videos, hanging around smokers in the videos, pouring milk out the carton. He is just a weirdo. I guess I didn't get that far in the video when he started pouring milk out of the carton. My bad about that. Now, Milk actually answered Say Cheese as to where the issue stemmed from. Milk said it stemmed from his goofy ass. the way he talks in the videos, he's disrespectful. I have never been on here and dissed nobody. I didn't say F your hood. In every video, he's got something to say. He loves his forehead tattoo. Why not? I was on the internet. He's on the internet. I'm going to say something to the Gilligan. I done changed his life a little bit. Well, I mean, I got to disagree with Milk because Milk here said I didn't diss nobody. But Milk actually came into one of my live videos and tried to call me a Gilligan. You know what I'm saying? He tried to tap in here and call me a Gilligan. And a lot of people out there don't know what a Gilligan is because they didn't watch such a corny television show like that. So we're going to get into another portion of this interview, and I might get the opportunity to really explain what a Gilligan is for somebody actually using this term, which is extremely corny. This is Dumb and Dumber level corny. And I'm talking about Dumb and Dumber 2 level corny, you guys. I'm not talking about no Jim Carrey shit. I'm talking about people that would use this term or actually hear somebody say this term and then go on to use it, thinking it was relevant. Wow. So, but we're going to get into that in just a second. We're going to get into that in just a second. Where are we at with this? So, Milk explained here. So he said, I heard Gilligan from one of his older homies. That's what Milk said. He heard Gilligan from one of his older homies. That shit just stuck. It's like weird to me. So for anybody out there who doesn't really know the term Gilligan, there was a show called Gilligan's Island where there was this klutz who pretty much at the end of every episode, you know, there's like a 25-minute episode of television, right? And at the end of every episode, Gilligan would basically get them stuck on the island once again. It was about this crew that was shipwrecked on an island. For every episode would lead to them pretty much building a way to get off the island, and then Gilligan would screw it up. So that's probably why Milk heard one of his homies actually saying, yo, man, this dude's a Gilligan. That dude, I done brought the work home, and this dude fumbled it like a Gilligan, man. Like, that is the explanation for a Gilligan. I don't know why Milk had to make a 20-minute video to explain the term Gilligan, and I just explained it to you guys in a Instagram length of a video, to be honest with you, man, because that is the term for it, man. Let's say your boy Milk TV, you know what I mean? Let's say your boy Milk TV got put up on some of that work by his boy who actually created the term. He said, yo, Milk, I'm going to need you to bring that milk money to me next Friday. Milk brought him that milk money Saturday. Well, let's just say in that situation, Milk's big homie was calling him Gilligan. What up? Hey, Wax, you know about Gilligan's Island, right? That's where this whole term is coming up from. I never really thought that somebody would use a term like Gilligan to really describe people. You know what I mean? It's kind of corny in my opinion. He heard his homie do it. Now he's trying to really rep it like it's his own thing. Milk Money was an all right movie. So yeah, that's pretty much what Milk had to say about this situation. I listened to Sour Milk, the song that MilkTV, so he dissed it so heavily. He dissed this record so heavily, you guys. He said, F Sour Milk's inactive ass. Not about that action. I will be cracking, not just a rapper, really get cracking, scientifically proven. You a dick rider, trying to ride my clout like a sitch. I'm not going to go any further than that, man. Milk kind of dissed his song really badly, but if you go and actually listen to the song, it's actually kind of a funny diss record. If you actually go and listen to it, I mean, the fact that Milk was dissing it so hard body on his Sean Cotton interview, you know what I mean? The fact that he was dissing it on his Say Cheese interview, he could have left that out. You know what I mean? I understand that Say Cheese is going to bring up the fact that you're beefing with Crip Mac, C-Mac, but because it's going to do views, especially on Say Cheese. But you don't need to mention the fact that he has a song called Sour Milk. You don't need to, because now you just turned it into something else. Now you got every single one of those people logging in there watching your interview, which is going to be a couple 100,000. Now they're all giving Crip Mac some streams. Now a couple of those people are buying one of those $800 features that he's talking about. Yep. Exactly. I was just explaining that, Night Man. I was just explaining that. Appreciate you, Bea. What is that, Bea? Bay? Let me see something. Let me see this. So C-Mac went in on MilkTV, you guys. He said, on Hood, this is funny. On Neighborhood Crip, I'm a nickel certified on Neighborhood Crip. Let me get 55 seconds, 5. It's fine and dandy. Everybody is, oh. He did it a little bit more high pitched than that. Because you know how to, he said about, but he was saying it with a C. Because you know about this life. Another thing is MilkTV on Hood. I ain't never going to take this tattoo off. I mean this. This tattoo, I'm about this tattoo. Again, he was not saying about with the letter A for some reason. I'm never going back down with any issues with it that I have with these tattoos on me. And I'm going to stay doing my issues on Neighborhood with these tattoos. So it's MilkTV. He was going in on MilkTV. Kept on talking in that type of rough voice. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. Everybody hit them stars when you tap in here. Hit them stars when you tap in here. So C-Mac addressed MilkTV directly with these tattoos. So it's MilkTV. So it's MilkTV. Homeboys in the streets would never do nothing to me. I am never removing these tattoos. These is real nifty. He said these is real nifty if you ask me. They real nifty if you ask me on Hood. They real nifty if you ask me on Hood. It ain't never coming off. I'm going to take care of all the issues. I'm going to get rich with them. I'm going to get my increments, and I'm still going to give back 5 to the community. I'm still going to give back 5 the community. Again, he was saying 5 instead of 2 for some reason. He was saying 5 instead of 2. He was saying clout instead of about. Crip Mac is like, it's MilkTV. It's F you inactive ass, white boy. I'm going to get increments. I'm going to do my thing. These tattoos are never coming off. The courts don't play the people. The people don't play fair. The courts and the people don't play fair. So what? By the 4th of July, let's go ahead and keep it 55th Street. Couple of days after on Hood. I'm going to go ahead and get the best of what they got going on. Not really sure what the hell he meant with that. I don't really know what the hell he meant on the end there, but you know what I mean? He said, regardless of what MilkTV said, he's going to keep on getting his increments. And we know about, you know, Crip Mac getting those increments. He always likes to go. People like to do things, call him out about thousands of dollars. That's kind of ridiculous, you know, being where he is at in his career at this point in time. You know what I mean? It's not like he's out there getting $10,000 to $15,000 a show and doing shit like that, but he is getting some different money that he hasn't seen before. Yeah, man. Honestly, man, MilkTV had the whole thing on. MilkTV had a whole thing on No Jumper. There was a whole thing about Bosco. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole thing about Bosco that I was thinking about going over, you know, because MilkTV said on MilkTV went on Say Cheese and said that he didn't diss anybody. Well, MilkTV jumped in my live video and dissed me. You know what I mean? So that's actually wrong what he said. He went on Say Cheese and he lied. You know what I mean? He went and he talked with Sean Cotton, who has, I think, Sean Cotton is through the roof. Say Cheese is through the roof. And he went on there and he didn't tell the world the truth because he came on my platform and dissed me and tried to discourage people from watching me and try to stop my wave. But you're not going to stop my wave. Nah, you're not going to stop my wave just because you got a balcony that overlooks probably another building. Where I come from, actually, no, I don't really come from a spot where somebody's like, oh, your balcony overlooks another building. I wish I came from that type of spot, but nah, his balcony's cool. His balcony's cool. We'll get into that in a second. So let's see. Right here on Neighborhood Crip, right here, you guys. He said, I'm gonna stay the same. Crip C-Mac said, I'm gonna stay the same. I'm never going Hollywood. Milk, quit playing with yourself. You could never survive in my shoes. And let's go ahead and keep it 55th Street. 600 was never my manager. Cuz ain't got nothing to do 5 with this management like that. I ain't got nothing else 5 to say. My hood is 5, me. I got homies that's jealous of me. I got dudes that wish they was me. I'm never taking these tattoos off. Sometimes I'm off a little bit of the oldie, and sometimes I'm on a little bit of the gin. C-Mac had one more message from Milk. Milk, it's F you. And stay on your balcony. And stay on your balcony while real dudes get money in these streets and is really active in these strips. Think I'm goofy all you want. You dudes just don't know. So that was C-Mac's response to Milk. You know what are you gonna do? You know, like what is MilkTV gonna do to follow that up? Like, is he gonna go live from his balcony and eat some Fruit Loops? You know what I'm saying? I got why people watch you. You know, I get it. I get why people watch MilkTV. It's comical. This guy is actually trolling us. Like, he hopped in my video to troll me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can't be, like, this guy's trolling us. It can't be real life. It's got to be a joke, right? Because to be honest with you guys, it kind of reminds me back in the day of actually watching Riff Raff. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing there. The presentation is great, like I said, but you've got to have the content. I've been doing this shit for 12 years. When I say it's comical in the sense to Riff Raff. I remember I was down in Trinidad with some of my guys. I played Riff Raff's song Midnight Midnight Trapper or something like that, and they laughed their ass off. You know what I mean? But Riff Raff is actually cooler than this guy. That's the thing. Riff Raff was even cooler than that guy. You know what I mean? And all Riff Raff sold was 4,000 records. You know what I mean? So let me beat you to the punch. Just you're gonna come out, you're gonna say Riff Raff wasn't shit. Riff Raff sold 4,000 records with his Neon album, this, that, and the third. But Riff Raff has a lot of other things going on for him. You know, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of how I kind of compared him at first. I'm like, yo, this guy is like a comedy act, you know, but in reality, if you're going to keep it going, you've got to have content. You know what I mean? And this guy MilkTV, he looks like he drinks lattes every 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? This guy's probably literally at home waiting for Starbucks to open tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? Or he's actually probably getting a DoorDash at his house, at his crib with 3 doormen, one for the elevator. So it's cool. Like I said, he's got a great presentation. You got a great presentation. But so look, man, you know, look, man, we can really get into this, but I think you're funny, you know. We could really get into this and go back bid for bid and shit like that, make jokes about one another. You know what I'm saying? Go over content that one another has been involved in and shit like that. Yeah, Wax, that actually was mad different. That actually was mad different. Yeah, his album had a lot of hype behind it. Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Got the realest audience in here. What you blazing on tonight, Schizo? Cassidy went in. J Hood responded appropriately. I feel like we can talk about that a little bit. If anybody has anything to say about that, you can tap in on that in the chat, you guys. So, guys, to my attention, it's been brought to my attention that Ralo has been sentenced. It's been brought to my attention that Ralo has actually been sentenced. I see he has a post on his Instagram page. I see he has a post on his Instagram page. I'm going to go over right now as well. I'm going to go over Ralo's post right now. The judge sentenced Ralo, you guys. The judge has sentenced Ralo. And Mikey T is out of Red Bull. It's pretty ridiculous. The judge has sentenced Ralo. Everybody in here, we pretty much knew, you guys, or we thought we knew. We thought we knew that Ralo would be out of jail in 2023. That is what we thought, you guys. That is what we thought. But we got to, instead of going on what we thought, y'all, we need to go with what we know. Because at this point, you guys, Ralo has posted on his page. Ralo has posted on his page and revealed his sentence. Let's go over it, man. We're going over Ralo's sentence right now. It's been brought to my attention that Ralo's actually been sentenced, you guys. Let me see this. Let me just, okay, hold on. That's a post of Boosie. I'm not going to click on that. We got the post of Ralo. We got Ralo's post right here, you guys. The judge sentenced Ralo to 8 years in federal prison. He was given over 4 years time served. So Ralo was given a credit of 4 years time served. The BOP has also credited him 1.5 years for good time. He was recommended 1 year ankle monitor after the halfway house approves his home address. Okay, so let's go into this here, you guys. So he gets 8 years. He's already 4 in. So we got 4 yet left. Then he's got a year off and another half on good time. So now he's looking at 2.5 more years. Here we are, sentencing date of June. So we're looking at June 2023, June 2024, January 2025 for a release date for Ralo, you guys. It's looking like January 2025, if not possibly Thanksgiving, because I know Ralo was actually sentenced in May. He was actually sentenced in about May or April. I think, yeah, April 18th, actually, you guys. He was actually pled out or whatever the case was. So Ralo has a pretty lengthy message here, you guys. Of course, we're going to go over the whole thing. But Ralo said that he was sentenced to 8 years in federal prison. He was given 4 years credit time served. The BOP has also credited him 1.5 years for good time. He was recommended 1 year ankle monitor after the halfway house approved his home address, which will bring him home to us late next year. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Late next year. Am I mistaken something on the time, or like, because this is like, I understand remaining hopeful. But let's be realistic about what the time is here, you guys, because they're saying he's got 8 years, right? He's got 8 years. They're giving him 4. So he's got 4 years as of, let's say, April 18th. 4 years as of April 18th. Now they're saying he gets back 1.5 years for good time. So that's 2.5 years as of May of 2022. You guys. He was recommended 1 year ankle monitor after the halfway house. Are they saying? Yes, that's the good time right there. The good time brings him down to 2.5 years. So are they saying that he could get another year off based on, getting on an ankle monitoring device? He'll bring him home to us late next year. So yes, if it is another year, if he gets another year off, it will be 2024. But if he does not get that extra year off, it will be the top of 2025. But also, I guess it would probably be Thanksgiving 2024 would be my estimation as when Ralo comes home. But they're saying they could potentially get him home November 2023 on an ankle monitoring device with the address approved. And my bad about that, bro. Appreciate you for hitting me with that news, bro. Sometimes people be popping up into the chats and saying all types of shit, man, but I appreciate you, bro. Don Critico says he's coming home soon. All right. Wow. Who's more sturdy in these YouTube streets? Crip Mac? Or is it Milk74, you guys? I want y'all to put it in the chat. I want y'all to put it in the vote. I need y'all to vote on this one. So they have a couple goals for Ralo here, which is great. You know what I mean? It's always great to remain productive, as we've seen Ralo do through his affiliations and the representation that he's been getting through the other artists in the game. But we've also seen him selling merchandise and stuff like that, keeping some forms of income coming in. We haven't really heard nothing about him signing a record deal, but it's going to be another 2.5 years, potentially 1.5 if they get through with all these things that they're saying potentially. So it's going to be a little time probably before we hear about the official record deal. So they're saying here he was recommended 1 year ankle monitor after the halfway house approves his home address, which will bring him home to us late next year. But our goal is for him to complete his GED or RDAP drug program so we can get another year off his sentence. That will bring him home to us in less than a year. We need prayer. That's awesome. I see 600 Breezy commented on it. I see Tony Yayo commented on it. That's dope to see a lot of the people, in the industry actually showing love. You know what I mean? Showing love to Ralo. Dope to see that. And I know Tony Yayo is starting to do his thing with his cannabis brand. So it's really great to see him starting to get his, himself out there in the media's light, because a lot of people out there have love for Tony Yayo. You know what I mean? A lot of people out there have wanted to connect with Tony Yayo over the years, and it's kind of odd how they weren't able to. Yayo was supposed to be a big deal. Yayo was supposed to be a big deal in this whole situation, you guys. So there's a record that came out. A lot of people know Cassidy had a record called What If. Cassidy had a joint called What If, right? Cassidy had the record called What If. Jadakiss has also had a record called What If. J Hood has also had a record called What If. Also, Cassidy says Fredro Starr had a record called What If. You know what I'm saying? Didn't 50 Cent, no, what was that song called on the Get Rich or Die Trying album soundtrack? 50 Cent had a song called What If? So we got all this confusion over the song What If. Now Jadakiss had a song called What If. Yep, Jadakiss and Nas What If. And J Hood was just saying it was more so It was more so, you guys, the fact that Cassidy was speaking about some of the same shit that he was speaking on. You know what I mean? That's really where J Hood started to take offense to it. But also, J Hood took offense with Cassidy doing an interview. You know what I mean? Cassidy doing an interview where he actually said a couple different things about, like, why would I ever be inspired by this dude? Why would I be inspired by J Hood when there's so many other people out there? You know what I mean? When J Hood and Cassidy were recording on the what was it, the Rough Riders anthem, the Rough Riders album, well, when they were recording on that shit together, they were trying to impress bigger people than each other. Cassidy and J Hood were there trying to find the next level of their career, you know? So I could see what Cassidy is saying, you know, but J Hood, you know, you can't disrespect the man for feeling the way he's going to feel. You know, J Hood has been putting out a ton of music. It's hard to believe that this music is just going over everybody's head. I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of people out there that are hearing the J Hood music, but they're not giving J Hood the respect that he deserves when it comes to that music, like the Pesci series that he had, for instance. You know what I mean? That's kind of a creative idea right there. I was going to say genius, but I didn't want to go too far, but I really like the idea that he did with that. Wack says, salute to J Hood. Yeah, J Hood had quite to say. Y'all can go subscribe to J Hood's YouTube channel. He gives a lot of stories that you would have never heard, and due to the fact that it's his YouTube channel, he's actually really, really diving in on a lot of the shit. You know what I mean? He's really diving in on a lot of the topics, you guys. Now, Cassidy, J Hood, is there a potential of these guys battling on a stage? Is that what this whole thing is leading up to? Is that what it's leading up to? Is Cassidy kind of aiming for his next bag? You know what I mean? People love to see Cassidy go against the old industry. You know what I mean? People love to see Cassidy go against the old industry. If we could get, I personally, I want to see Cassidy go against Hollow the Don. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there who want to see Cassidy go against the Lloyd Banks. There's a lot of people out there that want to see Cassidy go against Jadakiss. So if we can't get Jadakiss, how about we get J Hood? We're going to get Freeway. So we got to keep following it up with industry artists for Cassidy to battle. Maybe we can get Joe Budden to pick up that mic. You going to pick up the mic, Joe? No, you don't want to answer that question. You don't want to answer the question that I got for you. But I do respect Joe Budden for giving me an interview back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I really do respect Joe Budden for giving me an interview back in the day. Appreciate everybody for tapping in on this joint tonight, man. Y'all is the realest audience. Free Ralo, man. Free Ralo. Ralo's got his date now. That's the most important thing. You know, sometimes they leave these guys with no date, with no, you know what I mean? No hope. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there with no update to give anybody, you know, so we can all have hope for them and shit like that. And we all just sit waiting and waiting and waiting. When's the appeal going to come? When is something going to change with this situation? You know what I mean? But with J Hood and Cassidy, these guys kind of went in on each other, man. You're going to have to make your own assessment when it comes to if J Hood's track idea was taken from Cassidy, because Cassidy basically said that there's so many other legendary artists that have done the track that why would he need to take J Hood's version of the track? You know, I kind of actually looked at it like Cassidy more than likely had to see it if he's going to respond to it in that fashion. Now, whether Cassidy actually saw the track after J Hood said something, or if Cassidy is him and J Hood are cool. He probably looked at J Hood like they were cool, like Cassidy said in his interview, that he actually never, you know what I mean? Cassidy said that he never really had much of a relationship with J Hood after the fact of what they did together on that album. So I kind of think that Cassidy probably looked at them like they were cool, like there was no issues. But I mean, shit, anybody's going to take an issue. We see videos about that on World Star every day back in the day about how people take people's songs. And it's still happening to this day. This dude took my song, man. This dude took my hook, man. It's happening like that all the time, man. But I would love to see RBE. I would love to see RBE pick up this battle, man. Let's do it, man. J Hood, Cassidy, they would probably end up, getting the bag to do maybe Cassidy versus Styles P or something like that. But come on, man, can't we do a couple? Like, can't we do a couple of these joints? Cassidy, I've seen Jadakiss say Jadakiss was talking crazy numbers, though. I don't know if you guys remember. Jadakiss was kind of talking crazy numbers when it came to what he wanted for a battle. You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss was actually talking crazy numbers when it came to what he wanted for a battle. He was talking 750,000, you guys. He was talking $750,000 for a battle. But shit, Cassidy said he got paid. Well, what did Cassidy say he got paid? 250,000, right? All right, so damn. Don't you ever disrespect the Rough Riders in my live video. Big Swift, you say Cass is lying? What do you mean? What do you mean you say Cass is lying? Like, you saying that Cassidy probably heard yeah. Yeah. Even Jay Hood brought up the fact that a lot of people would say that Jadakiss had it. I'm bringing up the fact that 50 Cent had it. I mean, shit, Jadakiss is the more memorable what if with Nas and all that. But 50 Cent had it on his Get Rich or Die Trying album soundtrack, which sold a ton of records first week. I believe they did like 340,000 first week. So, okay, you know what I mean? Like Cassidy right now is releasing a shitload of material. J Hood had said, you know what? I know Cassidy. He gave Cassidy credit for being creative. I think he said something to the effect of Cassidy is so creative. He said Cassidy is so creative, he wouldn't have thought that he would do something like this. You know what I mean? He's too creative for that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Are we about to hear a diss track? Are they about to take it a little bit further with diss tracks? Cassidy be ready on his diss tracks, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. Cassidy be ready with his diss tracks. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking somebody got $1 million to battle, but I think I was just a little bit off on that one. I think I was a little bit off on somebody got paid $1 million to battle. Because at that point in my mind, I was thinking, well, shit, if somebody got paid $1 million to battle, somebody's going to pay Cassidy, or excuse me, if somebody's going to pay Jadakiss $750,000 to battle, they need to pay Jadakiss. All right, I think they can get Jadakiss to do it for $500,000. I think they can get Jadakiss to do it for $500,000, you guys. The real shit. I think they could get him to do it for $500,000. Jada needs his numbers. Jada needs his numbers. Yeah, man. 750,000. Are you kidding me right now? 750,000? Yeah, I'd say Jada would do it for 5, though. I would have to say Jada would do it for 5. Actually, man, Jada, it's 3 rounds, bro. We're giving you 100 grand a round. We're giving you 100 grand a round, Kiss, and it is what it is. And I agree, Randy. I agree 100%. No music and no bars we heard already. Hell yeah, man, Randy. And definitely appreciate you tuning in on the Lightly Seasoned podcast, man. Definitely appreciate all the love you're showing to the channel, my brother. Had to do another drop from my brother Clark, Mark. Also, South Strip. South Strip, baby. New video out with Puya. You guys can go do a little shimmy to that shit. Shimmy by the champagne. Shimmy by it's the champagne shimmy. I'm about to do the Duce drop though, baby. Shout out to Jay-Z. Memphis Bleak. South Strip and all that, man. Congratulations on all that, man. Congratulations. I know they were celebrating on the podcast tonight for sure. Everybody can tap in with South Strip. All you got to do is really YouTube search it. Type it in right now. Puya and South Strip. That's right. That's all you got to do. Type it in. And it's actually called Pissy. That's what the record's called. Yeah, J Hood's dope. Cassidy's dope. That's why I think, like, if something comes out of it, other than just them two guys kind of losing respect from each other, if something comes of it where they could actually get some money on like one of these stages, you know, because like I said, J Hood can do it. Freeway can do it. I know these rappers can do it, man. Styles P could do it. A lot of these rappers could really do that shit, man. We might have to talk about Joel Santana tomorrow night, you guys. We might have to talk about Joel Santana tomorrow night, you guys. I'm not even going to reveal the topic because y'all are going to have to just see it tomorrow. You know what I mean? I do that the champagne shimmy. It's the champagne shimmy, you guys. What up? What up? We in the building. We in the building. What up with you, Tony? What's popping with you, G's? Appreciate you for tapping in. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in, man. See all the love in the chat tonight. The live video tonight went over a bunch of topics, man. We had all the topics tonight. C-Mac versus Crip Mac dissed Milk74, MilkTV. Wack 100 went in on Big U over a freaking television role, of course. I mean, shit. If you give up, like I said a little bit earlier, if you give up, you guys, if you give up a movie, if you give up a role basically telling like people about your life, like you're kind of going to be salty about that. You're kind of going to be salty about that. You know what I mean? Even if it's years later, you're watching it or you're just thinking about it. You're going to be a little salty about it. What up? What up? What up with you? Damn, it's about time to roll up again, I think. I think it's about time to roll up again. But that's cool because I got my board. I got my board. This should be lighting up, you guys. It should be lighting up. This should be lighting up. This should be lighting up. like my career. It's lighting up. That was crazy what Jim Jones had to say about Kid Cudi. That was crazy what he had to say about King Cudi. Kid Cudi, not King Cudi. Surprised he ain't changed his name to King Cudi though. Yeah, it's got a grinder on the side of it as well, but I'm not really feeling the grinder because that shit grinded up like too fine. You know what I mean? Like my guy, I like a little bud. I like a tiny bit of bud. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it all finely sifted up. You dig what I'm saying? You dig? About to roll something else up though, you guys. About to roll something nice. Got an interesting strand. Got an interesting strand, you guys. Very interesting strand right here. The Drunken Monkey. Oh, come on, man. I'm burning through this shit, man. I don't really care. I really be blazing more than these rappers out here, guys. I don't even put myself in the category with the bloggers. Yeah, I be going in. I be going in. Let's see what I got here. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. For show. Like my bro Chink said, for show. Yep. Got that Drunken Monkey. I was really hoping it wasn't going to give me a feeling like I was drunk. You know what I mean? I was really hoping that wasn't going to be the case. It just got a little vibe to it, man. Just got a little vibe to it. But let me bring it to the chat for some open questions. Anybody has any open questions tonight, I'm going to take them. If it's pertaining to the topic, not pertaining to the topic, whatever you guys want to talk about, I always give the floor to the chat. I give the floor to the live viewers. If anybody has any questions that they want to ask, you guys can ask those questions now. That's right. You guys can ask those questions now. If anybody has any open questions, the time is yours. I saw Angel says, I swear Sour disappeared from the face of the earth. Yeah, my dude Cody Banks was actually saying that to me today, or actually the other night when we was rolling around going to the dispensary and shit. I was telling him about how they had Sour, and he was like, bro, we haven't got any Sour since back in the day when we used to go get it from your boy. And I was like, he's like, when we get this shit from the dispensary, it's not going to taste like regular Sour. So at that point, I just decided not even to get Sour because he's right. Every time we go to the dispensary, and get Sour, it never ends up tasting like that classic Sour. So I do agree with you. You can't really find good Sour out there at this point in time. It's pretty nuts. You know what I mean? It's pretty nuts, man. Well, let me say, Crip Mac, Corey says, is Crip Mac ever going to accidentally run into Milk? Now, these two guys, they've got it going right now when it comes to the blogging world. We saw C-Mac beefing with some other irrelevant people where it really wouldn't make sense for him to do it because they're not the same size. Now, him and Milk could be interesting because they got a bit of a storyline going with it. You know what I mean? They've got a bit of a storyline going with it. They have a storyline going with it, you guys. Yeah, I'd even say half of what I want to say about Milk tonight, though. So we'll see if Milk has anything to say about me. You know what I mean? Just for covering his issues with Crip Mac. Everybody's talking about Milk's issues with Crip Mac right now. So if he wants to try and come at me about it, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this shit for 12 years. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? I got a couple ideas if need be. If not, we'll leave it where it is. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave it where it is and I'll move on to the next topic like I do. But C-Mac was all over the internet. Now, Milk TV is actually doing interviews on Say Cheese talking about it. It's a hot topic. You know what I mean? It's a hot topic, so I had to get into it. It's a hot topic, so I had to get into it. So, Milk, be happy. You're actually a part of a hot topic tonight. What is you talking about? Jess310 says, don't y'all think rap music got turned into WWE entertainment? Frauds, fake artists who push from the record labels. I don't know, but it's all distractions. Got turned into WWE entertainment. Well, how do you compare the WWE entertainment to the artist actually putting out albums? You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times these artists that we're listening to, they're building towards an album that we actually want to buy. You know what I mean? They're actually building towards an album that we want to buy. So I don't really get the comparison there. I don't really get the comparison there unless you're comparing it to like WrestleMania or something like that, saying that they end up at the pay-per-view. But I think it more has to do with the characters. But a lot of the time in hip hop, I mean, look at a guy like Dave East. You know what I mean? But then, oh shit, you got the polar opposite. You look at Dave East, then you also got to look at Troy Ave. You know what I mean? They both have names that could really represent where they're from, but one of them is like, you know, so much different than the other. And I'm not just talking about on wavelengths of talent. You know what I mean? That's not the debate we're having now between those two artists. Some people are like, thank God. Some people are like, thank God, Mikey T. Thank God. Damn. Definitely messed that one up. Anybody got any more questions tonight, man? Open questions right now. If anybody has any, I always open it up to the chat at the end of my live videos. If anybody has any open questions, whatever you guys want to ask, it doesn't necessarily have to pertain to the topic. It could actually pertain to anything at this point. You know what I mean? Since we got through all the topics, pretty much we can talk about whatever we want right now. I'm just rolling up, about to get something rolled up. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. Damn. Cassidy versus Nino, man. Nah, I'm good. Oh, you're talking about in an actual battle. Yeah, still I'm not all that interested on if Cassidy's gonna do a tour battling rappers. I'm not all that interested in Nino Man being on that. Like he's got Freeway, he's got J Hood. So we got to put together a tour, of Cassidy battling for like five battles for the year. And they can all get proper build. It might have to be 4 battles a year. 4 battles a year. What are the battles going to be, you guys? That's what I'm wondering. If anybody's watching this on demand, what would be the 4 best battles that Cassidy could do this year? I guess we're talking industry shit at this point. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I would like to see Hollow the Don. I would like to see Hollow the Don and Cassidy go at it. Busta Rhymes. It's a good thought, Busta Rhymes. Who would you want to see battle that's from the underground? I mean, Angel was saying in here that Disaster was potentially going to battle. They were saying Disaster was potentially going to battle Crooked Eye. You know what I mean? Disaster was actually going to battle Crooked Eye. You know what I'm saying? So if he battles Crooked Eye, you got to imagine he's going to get Eminem's attention. Mikey, you should have battles on here. I have had battles on here before. If anybody super chats, if we get 2 people that super chat $50 on here, I will let them go back and forth for 3 to 5 rounds a cappella, and we will vote in the chat who has the better bars. But you got to super chat $50 to get into that. This Drunken Monkey is hitting, though, you guys. I'm not going to front. The Drunken Monkey is hitting tonight. I'm not hating it. I am not hating it, you guys. So let me see. Oh, perfect. Perfect, actually. Damn, looks like we might have a Suge Knight topic tomorrow, you guys. Looks like we might have a Suge Knight topic tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, man, All right. If anybody wants to go against Randy Mack, let me know if we got anybody to accept the challenge. We can do it tonight. or we could do it tomorrow night. Randy probably would rather do it. I don't know when he'd rather do it. I know he's ready to go. Who's going to accept Randy Mac's challenge? Let me know if you do. That's that good shit right there. That is that good shit right there, you guys. But I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in, man. I will see y'all tomorrow night on the stream. Again, major love to my guys, Mark and Clark. That's right, the Lightly Seasoned podcast. They've got that going. South Strip, baby, doing their thing. When you hear the name South Strip, we're talking about a South Florida recording group. Very dope group, you guys. Actually, they've got members from Pennsylvania as well. There's a lot of the guys on that group that are dope. You know what I'm saying? It's a collection of 4 dudes. Check it out, South Strip and Puya. Also, major salute to my guy, Iceberg Bella K. That's right. It's the Lobby Boyz for me. That's what she says. That's her quote right there on the Lobby Boyz album, the official drop. So when you hear that, because I know y'all are listening to the Lobby Boyz album, you guys. And I went over it a little bit tonight of the Lobby Boyz speaking with Big U. So when you hear that slogan, sort of like it's Maybach music, that's Bella K and shit. Damn. Kush is catching up with me, you guys. Angel says, who do you think won with Mac and Milk? Well, the chat right now, I'm giving y'all 30 more seconds to vote in the chat. If you haven't, vote right now. 87% of the people are saying Crip Mac over Milk 7-4. Milk did an interview with Say Cheese, and he actually brought up a Crip Mac song, Sour Milk, which brought it to my attention. You know what I'm saying? I had maybe seen it there, and I'm thinking, yo, why does C-Mac have a song called Sour Milk? I'm not really going to tap on that. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily the C-Mac content I'm tapping on. But when Milk TV goes on Sean Cotton's channel and actually broadcasts it to the world that there's a diss song on him called Sour Milk. You know what I mean? He's putting it out there. He's saying it's whack. Oh, now you're saying it's whack. It's a diss song on you. I want to go check it out now. Now I want to go check it out. So he kind of did himself in a little bit with that. You know what I mean? There's a couple 100,000 people watching his interview. You're going to get 10, 20, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 people going to watch the Sour Milk now. So, so go check it out. I mean, it's not like it's the best music content out there, but it's a funny diss track. It's a funny diss track. And C-Mac is just funny when he does his shit. But he's also really popular. You know what I mean? That's why he's selling those hooks, verses, interviews. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. He's getting it off right now, man. He's getting his increments, as he says. How's Milk 7-4? How's Milk TV gonna handle this? We'll have to wait and see, man. This could lead to one of Milk TV's biggest paydays that he's ever seen. You know, Milk might get one of his biggest paydays out of this. He legitimately might get a call from celebrity boxing now. You know what I'm saying? He might get that call. You know what I mean? He might get that call. We'll see. And C-Mac might get that call as well. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if I'll report on it again. You know what I mean? I saw a video of C-Mac that I was like, wow, really? These guys are going at it now? So I felt it necessary. I added it in. You know, there was a few things I wanted to go over. Wack talking about Big U, the Lobby Boyz talking to Big U. Ralo actually finally sentenced. Ralo sentenced 8 years, of which he's given 4 years of credit for. So we had a lot to talk about tonight on the live podcast, man. And I definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in. If you guys are on Instagram, I want you to follow me on the gram. If you're not on the gram, just subscribe right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my live videos. I'm putting up my Instagram right now so you guys can follow me back on the gram. If anybody has any final questions before we get up out of here for the live podcast tonight, I'm going to put it up, final questions. But again, follow me on Instagram. Subscribe right here on the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content, whether it's podcasts, whether it's interviews, whether it's live streams, whether, any of the content. You're not going to live reviews. You know what I'm saying? I've been reviewing albums, all different types of shit like that, you guys. So I need y'all to tap in with the content released daily. You know what I'm saying? I'm releasing this content daily, trying to give y'all what you need. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all what you need while I'm still on the independent circuit. You know what I mean? I work my ass off here on the independent circuit, grinding out content for y'all to enjoy on a daily basis. And just know that I see the love that you all show by tuning in here, rocking with me to the end of the night on these live streams. You know what I mean? We be in here blazing, having a good time, talking conversation. I'm going to end the poll as far as who do y'all got as the who do y'all got who is more sturdy in these YouTube streets? Is it Milk74? Is it C-Mac? I want y'all to vote in the poll right now. If you haven't, I'm ending the poll in 30 seconds. That'll do it for the poll tonight, you guys. I'm about to end that shit in 30 seconds. I'm about to get back to this L. We had a great stream tonight, man. We had an awesome stream tonight. Feel like we went over a lot of shit on this one, man. Sometimes we have multiple topics, but we be switching shit up, man. We be switching shit up on the channel. Crip Mac has 87% of the votes, and Milk74 has 13% of the votes. I am ending the poll right now. Last question. How's that drunken? That's right. I'm blazing drunken monkey right now. It's good. You know what I mean? It's good. It's when I first smoked it, I actually got a nice taste. You know what I'm saying? Which is good because you don't want something that's bland. But I kind of feel like the fact that I only got a 7 of it, like anything I was going to get a 7 of, the fact that I've been blazing so much of the other shit. I had a 14 of the Dosey, a 14 of the Apple. The fact that I'm blazing a 7 of this, I'm going to get a different taste, obviously, altogether. I'm not still entranced in that Dosey pie or that Apple. So now I'm in a whole nother world with this drunken monkey, and it hits you right away. You know what I mean? It literally hits you right away. But I'm also off that Douce tonight. You know what I'm saying? Also off the Douce tonight. Major salute to Memphis Bleak, who put me on to Douce, in all honesty. You know what I mean? Bleak was actually rocking with Douce and shit, bringing the bottles all over the studio back in the day. He was bringing the bottles all over the studios back in the day, pushing that shit, and everybody was like, what? I was like, all right. And then we drank it, and I was like, yo, that shit's smooth. That shit's actually smooth compared to the Hennessy. And that's actually how I kind of felt about it. But yeah, the drunken monkey hits you right away. The taste, it kind of takes over. Now smoking it 2-3 blunts in, now it's not really hitting me so much anymore, though. It's kind of just average to me because I kind of blew an 1/8 of it today. What's up, Lee? What's happening with you? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Major love to you for tapping in tonight. If anybody has any final questions, but I want everybody in here. I want everybody in here to follow me on the gram if you're on the gram. But like I said, if you're not on the gram, just subscribe right here on YouTube. This is how we interact. You know what I'm saying? This is how we interact with one another, back and forth. I like to keep the conversation going. This is my new rolling tray. It lights up and shit. It's pretty dope. I decided to break it out. You know what I mean? I decided to stop being bougie and shit like that, keeping it in the box. Let me see if I can get a better vibe out of it like this. This is the vibe I got going on, you guys. The roll. I was like, why the hell would I need a glow in the dark? Why would I need a glow in the dark rolling tray? You know what I'm saying? Why would I need a glow in the dark roll? Why am I going to be rolling up in the dark? Who is rolling up in the dark? You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how I felt about it, man. I was like, why am I going to be rolling up in the dark? But it's actually pretty damn cool. I think it's pretty sweet. It's got mad different colors. You know what I mean? You could, if you want to rock with the camera on pink, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like Cam one night, baby. Or if you just want to rock with the baby blue, you know what I mean? If you just want to rock with the baby blue. They got the wavy orange. You know what I mean? You know you wavy if you can rock the orange. I'm just saying that. Yeah, let's ask everybody in here. You know, I did the review last night. What is everybody's favorite track from the Lobby Boyz debut album? What's everybody's favorite track from the Lobby Boyz debut album, you guys? I want to know what y'all think. My favorite track, definitely, just thinking about it, my favorite track is definitely Off the Leash. You know what I mean? Off the Leash is probably my favorite track. Favorite featured track would probably go to, hold on one second, man. What the hell is going on here? My favorite featured track would actually probably go to the Benny the Butcher feature, and that track was actually called Praying with no, that wasn't called yeah, it was Praying. Yeah, that was actually, I thought it was called Prayers, but it was called Praying. Yeah, Praying, Benny the Butcher. Probably my favorite feature track, but my favorite overall track, Off the Leash. Favorite track that was a smoother track. No Bobby V. That was probably my favorite. Well, actually, no. Actually, man, that's hard, man. No Bobby V and Babysitter were both hard as well. So I guess I got like a top 5. That album had so many A-listers on it. You know what I mean? I really felt like they did their thing on the album. And I feel like to a certain extent, well, I feel like completely both of them lived up to their solo efforts. Although everybody always makes a big deal about Jim Jones living up to Ballin', you know what I mean? It's kind of hard for guys like 50 Cent to live up to In the Club and Jim Jones to live up to We Fly High. You know what I mean? It's hard for these artists like Eminem. Look what they did with him, and they were trying to keep it on making the Hi My Name Is type shit. You know, it's hard for these artists to continuously live up the way 50 Cent lived up to In the Club. He came out with Candy Shop. You know what I mean? Dude literally came up with Candy Shop, and he went far as hell with it. But also we discussed that, man. We discussed that shit. That probably was supposed to be 50's third album, man. That was probably supposed to be 50's third album, to be honest with you. I think the Hate It or Love It shit was supposed to be on the second 50 Cent album. Because why do I think that? Why do I think that? Lobby Boyz. Yeah, man. Big U got some. If anybody's watching this right now, rewind it. Because Big U had a great conversation with Jim Jones and Mano that I went over where they discussed what it was like to be a Lobby Boyz. What it was like to be a lobby boy. For anybody out there who doesn't really know, you know what I mean? If you don't really know what it's like to be a lobby boy, if you need that, you know, that tutorial, if you need that manual type of read of it, just rewind this video about an hour or so. And I was talking about it because Jim Jones and Mano, man, they really opened up to Big U because they're homies. You know what I mean? Big U even apologized about letting some people in his life, and Jim Jones said it's not your fault. Oh yeah, you've also oh hell yeah, man. Why? Louis Peasy says his favorite is Slide. Why would I Why would I overlook Slide? Excuse me. Excuse me for overlooking Slide. You've got to be kidding me. Actually, that's probably their features were just really great, man. Babysitter with Young Blue, Praying with Benny the Butcher. They had a lot of them, Dave East on there, who actually listening to that back a few different times. Dave East is just so, low key, casual type about it when he's rapping, but he's really rapping some of the best shit. You know what I mean? He's really rapping some really interesting bars. One of the reasons I graded the Lobby Boyz album so high was because of what they did with their features, because of what they did with their hooks, using guys like Liravelli, using Young Blue, using Trav. You know what I mean? They really positioned a lot of that together. So I really feel like that album was something that you can listen back to. What was it, like 15 tracks? So they didn't overload it. A lot of features on there, but it's the people that you really want to hear from, your young MAs, your Fabs. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear from these people. You know what I'm saying? We're consistently, like, first of all, it's like, where was young MA? You know what I mean? What happened to young MA? But you're always interested in hearing some Fab. You're always hyped to hear some Dave East. Benny the Butcher is our new favorite. And Young Blue is just taking over the whole industry. You know what I mean? Young Blue has a real opportunity to be the next big thing. We'll see what happens with that, though. And then, of course, Fabio. You know what I mean? The hottest feature out of New York. The hottest feature out of New York. You know what I mean? Am I wrong with that? The hottest feature out of New York? You know what I mean? Because putting Bobby Shmurda on this project really wouldn't have worked. I can't say that because Jim Jones be working with the Migos and shit like that, and he'd be making it look so damn good. You know what I mean? So I really can't see that. So I could see Bobby popping up like, shit, look what Meek Mill did. You know what I mean? Look what Meek Mill did. But there's a clear reason why Fabio was on there, why Fabio gave them such a good look. You know what I mean? Fabio actually appeared on 2 major singles. He actually appeared on Millie's Blanco 5 album as well, on the Opt Out record. So Fabio right now is all over the place. And obviously Fabio's doing his thing with his singles as well. It's great to see. It's great to see New York shining like this. You know what I mean? Jim Jones did so much work. I don't know if anybody gives Jim Jones credit for all the work that he did down in the South. You know what I mean? All those EPs and shit I've seen him executive producing in the South. I don't really think he gets all the credit that he deserves for all the vamp life shit that he was doing down there. You know what I mean? But now he's putting up some work on the East Coast. You know what I mean? I don't know if he saw what Mano and Uncle Murda were doing, but obviously Uncle Murda and Mano maybe went their opposite ways to a certain extent, with Uncle Murda signing the G Unit deal. That's the only thing I could really put together in that sense, you guys. That's the only thing I could really put together in that sense, is that Uncle Murda had to start focusing on his solo stuff because he was doing the Lenny Grant project with 50. And then Mano and Jim Jones, as Jim said, they had been friends for years, but really couldn't find the opportunity to make the music together because they were both tied up in label situations. And that actually brought them together. You know what I mean? That actually ended up bringing them together, you guys. So that's pretty dope. That actually bringing them together because they kept the friendship and they strengthened the bond. So yeah, those are the topics that we went over tonight. I really hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm going to be back tomorrow night, of course. We're going to have a whole new batch of topics to speak on tonight. I know we went over quite a bit, 4 or 5 topics tonight, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do on the live podcast, man. It's always going to be different, exciting shit to talk about. We're going to have 13 endings like this is the, you know what I mean? Like this is the most epic film. You know what I mean? We're going to have 13 endings like it's a 3-hour movie on here. You know you're watching a classic when you tune in with Mikey T, the movie star. And that's why I need you all in here right now to subscribe right now and hit the notification bell. Hit that subscription button. Hit the notification bell. And then you'll be tuned in every time. You'll get a notification right to your phone. You'll get a notification right to your phone, you guys. And it'll say Mikey T, the movie star, is going live. That boy is the littest dude on YouTube. So make sure you don't miss out on this experience. You know what I mean? Because I like to make everybody in the chat feel like they're welcome here. And I like to make everybody in the chat feel like they got a voice. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I will see y'all on the next episode. I'll see y'all in the next episode. And like I said, follow me on the gram. I want everybody in here to click this link. Everybody click this link and follow Mikey T. I respect everybody that shoots me a follow on Instagram, man. That's love. About to get up out of here tonight, you guys. We're on the aftermath. This is the aftermath. This is the aftermath of the show. Let me get my shit together. Let me get my shit together. And that's it, baby. We out of here. Much love to y'all. I'll see you tomorrow night, 10:30. Make sure you're tapped in. 10:30 as usual. Respect.